Hello, and welcome to Bearing in Mind Beer Reviews. From today, we're going to take a look at a series of beers from a brewery which has been around since 2015, but which I've never had the pleasure of sampling. And that is a brewery called DevilCraft, and they are located in Tokyo. And they were founded actually in 2011. Apparently they had been in planning stage for a long time, and there are three main founders who are all foreign residents of Tokyo. And one of their points was brew pubs or pubs in Tokyo didn't really seem to have a kind of a real sense of food character for their pubs, and DevilCraft decided that they would be doing pizza, and more specifically Chicago-style pizza, as their kind of signature food for their pubs. They founded in 2011 and were slowly working their way up. They got their license to brew in 2015, and they began right away from that point, and now have 4 locations in Tokyo, 4 places where you can get their Chicago-style pizza and their range of beers as well. So there are 3 foreign residents, and they kind of focus on different aspects. One, I think 2 of them, or maybe all 3, were home brewers. One certainly became the main brewer, and another focuses on the equipment. He was an engineer. And the third seems to focus on process and yeast and things like that. And right out of the gate, they made a big splash. They won a gold medal at the World Beer Cup with their very first entry ever. And that was for a British-style Imperial Stout, so pretty impressive. They've also won at Japan Brewers Cup. In 2019, they won the silver medal for their IPA. So they have a good reputation in Japan. They don't seem to get around as much. I think they focus mostly on supplying their pubs in Tokyo and maybe a few other places. I can't recall ever seeing them on tap in the Kansai region of Japan, Osaka area. I'm sure they have been, but I just have never seen it. In any case, so recently I purchased a set from them, actually 2 sets, and got a nice glass, signature glass from them, DevilCraft glass, 200 milliliters. They had a choice of 200 or 300 milliliters, and I probably should have gotten the 300 one, but it had a kind of long stem, and I wanted something with a shorter stem. In any case, so we're going to take a look at 10 different beers from them in this series, and I hope you will stay tuned for all of them. Okay? And now we will look at another beer from DevilCraft, and this is the 5th in the series of 8 beers that we will look at. And I'm looking forward to this one. It is called DevilCraft Crispy Devil JPA, Japanese Pale Ale, and it is a 7% Pale Ale, called a Japanese Pale Ale. And on their website menu, DevilCraft says that this was inspired by their friend Chris P. And anybody involved in craft beer in Japan will know who Chris P. is. And Chris P. is actually a friend of mine. I've known him probably 25 years. I knew him before he was even a home brewer, and before he became a home brewer, and of course went on to become the lead brewer at Baird Beer, and now has his own brew pub called Shiokaze out in Chiba Prefecture. So I'm assuming that's who the Chris P. is, and this beer is inspired by him. They call it a JPA. When he was a home brewer, I used to occasionally get bottles of his home brew, and he did have a Japanese Pale Ale, and he also had one called Hop Burst, and DevilCraft mentions Hop Burst in quotations on their website, Hop Burst flavors. So I'm pretty much assuming that this Crispy is the same Crispy that I knew and watched developed into a absolutely astounding brewer. And they also mentioned this brewer is a kind of a blend between an English bitter and a pale or an IPA. And we'll see how that goes here. On Rate Beer, this one has only 2 ratings, an average score of 3.2, not very high. And Untapped has 82 ratings, an average of 3.53. So shall we give this one a go? Again, Crispy Devil JPA from DevilCraft. I have my DevilCraft glass, and we will pour it into that. Okay, it is completely clear, a little bit of chill haze perhaps. Completely clear, nice golden copper color with a very solid finger of light off-white head, a bit spongy. Okay, so the aroma, and here we go. We'll try the aroma. Okay, it does have kind of light, not light, it's got dark, kind of dark caramelly and heavy fruity, kind of dark fruity sort of flavor. I'm sorry, I meant aroma. And yeah, and this has a very generous maltiness. Like an English bitter, you know, kind of solid, continuous stream of maltiness that you can continue with forever. And it does have the hoppiness. The overall impact is kind of like a caramel, which switches into a fruit, kind of stone fruitiness, with a richness, some kind of almost spiciness in the end there. It kind of hits you with not cinnamon, but something involved in baking. That's for sure. It's got a nice richness in the end. Pale ale, yeah. The flavors are not pale, that's for sure. No, this has got a nice solid richness, and 7% you can feel it. It's got a nice body to it too. So this is a very pleasant beer. I think this is one you should probably give a try too. This is, again, called DevilCraft Crispy Devil. If you happen to know the derivation of this name, crispy, except for perhaps Chris P, that's the only thing I can think of is Chris P, as in the influential brewer, Crispy Devil JPA. So give it a go, and let me know what you think. Okay, please subscribe to the channel. Next up, we'll be doing another DevilCraft beer, and actually we have 3 more of them. And from then, we're going to move on to a brewery in the Kansai region called Two Rabbits, which we've reviewed before. And we're going to look at a new series of beer from them. But once again, DevilCraft Beer in Tokyo, give them a go. Have a look at their website. Okay. Take care. Hope you're doing well. Bye-bye.